Hey Cancer, welcome to your monthly oracle reading for the month of April. I'm going to be using the Doreen Virtue Healing with the Fairies oracle cards. And just before we begin, I'd like to add a little note for you guys for the lunar eclipse that's happening on April 4th, and that's going to be in the sign of Libra. So mostly the eclipses have to do with emotions rising to the surface, and it doesn't matter which sign it's in. For you guys, because Cancers, your ruler is the moon. It affects you all the time. So anytime there's a full moon or anything associated with the moon, you strongly feel that there's going to be some sort of emotions coming up. You're more emotional, more like sometimes even aggressive at times. So just if you know that, you could have certain ways you could like prepare for it and tame it a little bit. So pretty much for you guys, the focus for this lunar eclipse, it's going to fall around home and family matters. So some issue that's been kind of boiling, it's going to kind of explode at this point. It's going to come to the surface. So any of you guys that have been having issues in the household or whoever you're living with, family could mean anyone you're living, could be friends, they become your family as well. So any roommate situation, something that's been, annoying you a little bit, it's going to be brought up around this time. So not doesn't have to be on April the 4th. It's around that week. So even starting now. So just my advice to you for that, whatever it is that's bothering you, just sit down and speak to the person in a very diplomatic and humble way on what's bothering you. So when you do that and you're not aggressive and explosive, solutions can come up as well. And, there's going to be a 50-50 kind of solution happening for you guys. Also, with these outbursts, even if you get a little too emotional, they're usually good in a way because it releases that tension and stress, and you'll find that after it's gonna come to some balance. So things are shaken up, and then it's gonna be in harmony again. So like healing and happiness tries to rush in right away. So these are all for the better. There's gonna be some solution that's solved. So that's your little moon note. Okay, so let's get into shuffling the cards now. Ooh, wow, that fell out. So that's that. Okay, let's see for the second one. Okay, that's that. Okay. And this one, oh, this one here. Oh, look at that. That's kind of funny because we were just talking about that. It's interesting, like, because it all connects. I mean, astrology, and then you do the cards, and there's something that's like similar. I don't know, I find it all the time. It's fascinating. So, okay, the first card that came up for you guys is honoring your true feelings. And you see here, there's a lady sitting on a tree and she's working on her craft, whatever it is, sewing something. She's really paying attention to something. And the tree, she's sitting on it. She's very connected to her roots at this time. So you are looking at your roots and paying attention to how you've grown up. And you're really kind of a hermit this month, and you're reflecting on how far you've come and what it is you need to change or to work on. So you're very in your own mind and very focused on something, some area. Could be something, a lot of you guys, something from childhood, maybe a new passion, or you've always wanted to do something. So this is the month where you're really starting to think about it. What's been in your heart and in your true core, the roots. What have you always wanted to do and bring forth? Honoring your true feelings. So this is pay attention to how you feel. Don't settle for things that, aren't serving you, that they're not aligned with your true core. Really look into yourself and see what it is. So what kind of project do you want to begin? What kind of career or purpose are you interested in following? And it's saying also you're going to be very introspective. So you're going to look inside yourself. And it's saying to you to spend time in nature now that we have spring. It's a perfect time for those of you who live in very cold climates. This is the time to get out, spend time near water, especially. There's water behind the in the picture, and Cancer is a water sign, so it's saying, this will give you energy. It's gonna fill you up, and it's also gonna increase your intuition. So, water element I find is perfect for that to increase even your psychic abilities, uh, to provide you with more dreams. That you wish to find an answer to some sort of issue. So it's saying, to reflect. So anything that you wish to do in your life, spend some time alone in April and really reflect on what it is you want to do. Okay, I feel like you guys aren't, because like family comes up, and your third card is family harmony too. So I don't know. Maybe I feel like, you're thinking of, going away, or you're trying to, you're thinking maybe home is not, you don't feel home is like home anymore. Like that's what's coming to my mind. Like you're searching for a new home and a new way of life, and you're thinking, maybe the spot you're living isn't really, the spot for you. Maybe it's the house you're in. Maybe you're thinking of moving out. So not really like the city that you want to, maybe you don't want to change countries or whatever, but it's just, a new location. It's saying it's coming up, you're thinking about, or it's actually happening. This could come in the form of, maybe you're being relocated, like with your job. So you're going to be moving somewhere else for some type of work that you're asked to do. It could mean that, you're traveling. You're maybe getting into some sort of travel occupation, and you're required to move around. I This is like my favorite card. Like I'm a big traveler too, so like whenever I get this card, I get really excited, and I'm like, ooh, like I love change, and I get so inspired by, different locations, and, their energies and what they have to offer, and seeing how people live. So maybe that's something that's being called for you. So, and also because three comes up here like butterflies, it could mean that you're going in 3 weeks, in 3 days. I don't think it's 3 years because that's a little too long, but it's focused on this month. So it's saying that you do want to make a change, and go somewhere. So it could be a new opportunity coming in for you. Maybe you guys are switching jobs, even like, different careers completely. You're kind of, tired of where you are, and you're thinking, how can you do something a little more creative, a little something more aligned with your own core. You could be venturing off, starting your own business, even. Like it matches with this card too. This lady is working on her craft, so some project, or, some sort of, craft that you're thinking of, starting up. Yeah, and it's saying, go for it. Your energy is being drawn to you to some other, location, or, any like career. So that's going to show up in this month. And again, that's going to bring harmony. So it's funny how, with the lunar eclipse, I mentioned like household and family stuff. And this is saying near the end of the month, you're going to achieve that family harmony. So it could be, work wise, if you're relocating to another work or changing careers, it could mean that you get along with the people there. Like the team is way better, and it suits you as a person. You don't feel like an outcast anymore, and you're really excited to work with these people. So you feel really aligned. Um, so it's saying if it's not something that's happening, it's telling you to consider that, at least consider it, and that your energy is meant to go to some other area. Um, so yeah, any struggles that have been happening in your household, it's saying there's going to be a release of emotions, and it's going to be that there's going to be, some sort of peace or harmony coming in your, relationships with your family. It also could mean a new member might be coming in, so it could be a little surprise, like, a new like baby, and it could, gather everyone together, and everyone becomes closer because of it. So it could be that too for a lot of you. Whatever it is, it's going to be a very, enlightening month, I feel, for a lot of you guys, coming into realization on what your hopes and dreams are. So especially with the lunar eclipse, yeah, this is this is really exciting. New location. So, spread your wings, like get out there and it's going to be for the better, whatever this is, whatever you're leaving behind. So, I'm really excited for you guys. I love this card. So, look forward to what the future has to bring for you guys. And it's going to be a good month again. Okay? Bye bye.